That is so weird.
Sorry, what?
What's up, everybody? I'm Anne.
And I'm Tracy.
And this is Beyond the Plot.
Or is it?
I fucking hope so. Welcome back to episode 18 of Beyond the Plot. So today we're going to be reading a couple of Reddit stories that we found on the internet, obviously.
Yeah, that we read.
Yeah, that we read. We kind of have a theme going. We have we chose stories that were kind of like dating horror stories.
Yeah.
Or anything that relates to dating. So hopefully you'll be as entertained as we were when we first read them.
When you read them on Reddit?
I did read them on Reddit.
You did.
I did read them. I read them. Okay, so in no particular order, we're just gonna be reading the stuff that we found.
Bunch of random stuff.
The first story is from Our Casual Ireland. So
What is that?
it's the subreddit.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's like casual dating in Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, I went pretty deep on Reddit, as we all do sometimes. So the first one goes, met a guy in Tinder a few years ago. He was really handsome and we got chatting and he seemed genuinely nice and funny. He asked me to go on a date and said we would get food. The date comes and he drives an hour to collect me. Wow. He's even more handsome in person and the chat flows and I'm thinking, man, he's great. Tells me his friends are having a barbecue and we can stop in for a second. This was my first time meeting him and I kind of didn't want to meet his friends yet.
Oh,
but
right.
I know, right? That's kind of weird. But I agreed and let him bring me to the barbecue. We get to a lovely house and it's full to the brim with people. He introduces me to loads of people and the next thing I know, I'm talking to his ma'am and nanny.
Oh, God.
I know. While he's off drinking with his friends. And I'm told this is his sister's engagement.
Oh, my God.
Party.
That's such a personal, event.
I know. So did he just need to bring a date? Like a plus one? Anyway, we're almost there at the end. And this guy I barely knew decided to bring me as his date. I met his entire family, parents, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends the first time I met him. We all went to the local pub where his nanny ended up having a Coyote Ugly moment on the bar to a band singing Zombie by the Cranberries. And at the end of the night, this guy, now too drunk to drive me an hour home, tells me he loves me and he's never felt like this about anyone, then proceeds to vomit on my shoes.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, and his ex-girlfriend was there and kept calling me a homewrecker. This guy was 29 and I was around 20. Honestly, weirdest night of my life. I ended up getting a mate to collect me and I deleted Tinder and never spoke to the guy again.
Getting a what?
A mate.
Oh, like a friend.
They're from Ireland, so
right.
they have different terms. But wow, who the fuck does that?
That's crazy.
I guess, did he just want to bring somebody?
I feel like it's
to the
weird,
party?
too, if, you're not even really dating and you meet their family.
That's why I imagine bringing a Tinder date to your sister's
Yeah.
engagement party. And you just say yeah, let's just go get some food.
That's so weird.
Honestly.
Next thing you know, you're talking to his, grandma.
Yeah.
You're not even just meeting his, immediate family. It's, extended relatives. His
Exactly.
uncles, his aunts, his cousins.
And it's yeah, I just met him today.
Yeah,
And it's such a personal party.
it
And
is. Oh, God.
What do you call this? Fuck, I was going to say something. I completely forgot. But anyway, this comment says, granny slut dropping on the bar to
my
zombie
God.
is top tier. Well played in the end. Okay, there. The girl was actually such a trooper for
Yeah.
sticking it out to the end of the night, even if she knew nobody at this party. So good on her.
It's been so awkward, too.
I
what
know.
am I doing here?
Imagine being in her shoes.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I
God.
doing here? I would probably just leave, actually. I wouldn't even,
Crazy.
maybe a few drinks and then bounce.
Yeah.
I already went this far. Might as well get a barbecue, a plate of food and maybe
Right.
some drinks and then
Might as
leave.
well have fun, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. I met some people I'll probably never see
Oh my
again.
God.
I think
You're definitely never seeing the guy again, though.
Yeah,
ever.
definitely.
For
I
sure.
think I remember reading some comments under this and it said the girl was I think the family was telling her yeah, join our photo and I can't wait to see you again. And she's
my
like, I'm
God.
never gonna, in her head, she was like, I'm never gonna see you people in
Join
my
the
life ever
photo.
again.
Oh, my God.
Imagine having that person, a random person, Like, his sister's probably like, who is that?
You know what? If I were her and I had to be in the photo, I would like stay in the side so they can just kind of crop me out if ever.
That's true, yeah.
You know?
Imagine, like, being in the center. Because,
Oh God, like right next to the.
he's the brother of the girl who's engaged, right? And he'll like stand near his sister, and then she'll just be there also, like.
Oh God, that's so awkward.
They'll probably have to like put somebody else's face on her face.
Whoever he dates next.
Probably. Oh my God, that's kind of sad though. Okay.
He probably like has gone through some shit though, because I mean,
That's
he was
true.
like at the end like just fucked up and like telling her that he loves her.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I wonder what.
God, you just met her.
I wonder. I know. And I wonder what he was like going through that he went on Tinder to find a date for this.
I know, that's so
party.
weird. So weird.
I know. Okay.
Anyway,
The next one?
starts it with, oh, I have so many stories. Well, clearly, you're not going to say all of them.
Unless you want to share.
Met a fella online and chatted for a few days. He said he lived in a town near me. So handy enough. Great chat, even talked on the phone for ages. And finally decided to meet in real life. Plan was to meet for dinner. I get to the restaurant and he's changed quite a bit from his photos. But sure, that's almost to be expected, right? I was gonna stay and give him a chance anyway. We hadn't even ordered drinks yet when this absolute nutcase looks at me and says, I like you. We should have a baby. Are you ovulating?
That is so weird.
Sorry, what? I obviously make a hasty exit, but he tries to follow me out. When I asked what the hell he thinks he's doing, he informs me that he lied about where he lived and had driven 4 hours to get there. So clearly he has to stay with me for the night. Absolutely not, you psycho. The next day, I get a text from him saying, I miss you already. Never blocked someone so fast.
Oh my God. I understand. I would probably block him and do what the other girl did. Delete whatever the fuck app that was. Oh my God.
I've never had anyone
Ask you if you were
ask
ovulating.
me if I was ovulating right after telling me that he liked me.
That
Are you?
is-
That's so crazy.
That is such a weird question. Like,
I mean, the I like you was enough, right?
it was already too much still. Like, from, like, you
haven't
just
even ordered
met.
drinks yet.
Yeah,
It's so
you
weird.
just met. Like, in person. Okay, so,
The I like
I
you is
don't-
already too much, even.
yeah. I mean, they just, like, okay, they're talking online, and then, like, I like you
We should have a baby. It was getting a little like, whoa.
a little.
Are you ovulating? I was like, I'm out of here.
We should have a baby is already like, I'm out of here. It's like, dude, relax. I don't know you like
I'm
that.
trying to be nice.
I guess, but there are creeps out there.
Are you ovulating?
There are so many creeps out there. The audacity.
This one comment goes, straight up serial killer behavior, that is.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dude, imagine if it was you. Like,
Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
Imagine-
Yeah.
imagine like, okay, you're talking to this guy, and when you see him, like, he doesn't even kind of look like, he doesn't really look like his photos. Like, that's already like,
I always think it's weird when people don't really look like their photos.
yeah, but then there are people who actually don't look like them in photos. Like, there are people who look better in person than they do in photos.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
I've seen too.
You've seen people.
Yeah.
There are a
There are
bunch.
also people who look better in photos than they do in real life.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. But then it's like, why are you lying? Just,
be
Because then I
okay.
feel like if you're going to go on a dating site and you make yourself look better, you're kind of lying and you're kind
That's
of
why.
setting yourself up for failure or like for
Yeah.
disappointment.
Yeah,
Because
because-
clearly you put a different person there who's not really you, I guess, in real life.
Yeah, like imagine like your photo has blonde hair, blue eyes, but you're not. And then
Or
you
I'd
show
rather
up.
like my pick on like a dating thing was like worse than real life.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but then is it swipeable?
I mean, like swipeable enough, but
Yeah.
then still
Sorry.
not like a trash ass fucking picture. What the?
Super blurry. It's
Oh
like
my god!
cropped like
In
this.
10 years ago.
Oh my god. When you
No.
imagine like
No.
if the makeup was like eyeliner, like,
Oh my god.
and then like nude lipstick, because that was like such a 2000s thing, right? Did you ever do that?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay.
Nude lipstick? No, no. Or like, I saw this thing where people are talking about how they put like concealer lips.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one everywhere online, actually.
Me too. And I'm like, what?
do people actually put concealer on their lip, like as lipstick?
Why? That's what I don't know. But I saw it too, and I was like, did people really do that?
Okay, so anyway, today I learned that apparently a giraffe and a human being have the same amount of neck bones.
What?
Impossible, right? Like that's
That's not
fucking crazy.
possible.
Like how? I have to ask
Who?
ChatGPT.
Oh, I was like, do you know? Like,
A giraffe. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know, a zookeeper, but sure.
I'll ask a
Do you
giraffe.
know
I can talk to animals.
See, you are a Disney princess.
I wish I was a Disney princess.
It's actually, I wish I were,
I wish I would.
because it's wish.
Oh, you're right.
And it's if. If it's if, also, it's also
Okay,
were.
grammar, please.
I thought you were gonna call me grandma, and I was like,
Grandma,
whoa.
please?
Anyway.
Anyway, back to the dating stories. This one says, worst date I've ever had. Okay, actually, worst first date I've ever had.
Okay.
Back when I was still single and dating around, I went on a few dates in the same weekend.
Okay.
That is so stressful. The first one wasn't bad, but just wasn't a connection. I got home from that and got back on the dating apps and matched with somebody new. After a bit of talking, we made tentative plans to meet up the next day for lunch. I suggested we go for tacos, and she said that she had tacos the night before. I suggested barbecue, and she said that she wasn't in the mood. Foreshadowing. I then suggested that we just go to the farmer's market where there's plenty of options to eat. She agreed, and she suggested that I pick her up, but I don't really like to do that on the first date, so I said we should just meet at the farmer's market. It was a Sunday in Nashville when we met up, and the traffic was bad, and it was a very hot day in August. It took a long time to find parking, but eventually we both did. I walked up and noticed she looked a bit different than her pictures. Wow, this is really a thing,
We
huh?
were just talking about it.
Not a deal breaker by any means, but admittedly put a sour taste in my mouth. She immediately started complaining about the traffic and parking, and I kind of brushed it off and just wanted to have a nice time. We went inside and started looking at the options. I'm not a picky eater, so I was kind of letting her make the decision on where she wanted to eat while making suggestions here and there. She denied every suggestion. Oh, she seems like a handful already.
She does.
Okay. We walked around the entire place. When I asked, anything calling out to you? She replied with, there was a barbecue place around the
Oh my
corner that
God.
looked good.
Oh my God.
I bit my tongue and said, sure, that sounds great. We got the food, I paid for it, and we sat down. We started talking, and the conversation was nice. It eventually came to a lull, and she said, what should we do next? I offered that we go outside and look at the other vendors, so we did. We grabbed ice cream and went on our way out. The conversation was very one-sided when we were walking around, which seemed odd to me considering it flowed very well while we were eating. We got done walking around and looking at the vendors, and I was about to call it and go home, and she said, what should we do next?
Oh my God.
Against my better judgment, I agreed to keep it going as I had nothing going on that day anyway and thought, what's the harm? We sat down and started brainstorming. I suggested a movie, and she said she wanted to do something more social. I suggested a vineyard that I know of that's pretty nice, and she said it was too hot for that. But that doesn't sound bad. Like a
Why the
vineyard?
fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna save
Okay,
it. Save it for
save
later.
it, save it. She said she wanted to see live music, and I said, well, that sounds fun, but it's 2 p.m. on a Sunday, so the only place in town that would have live music would be Broadway, which is a touristy part of town that most locals try to avoid. She agreed that we shouldn't go to Broadway. We couldn't decide on plans, so she suggested we walk to a nearby bar and get a few drinks, while we decided some more. Oh, okay. I thought that sounded great, so we did. On the way there, she noticed a group of people in the park doing exercises and made the comment, oh my God, have you ever seen such small dick energy in your life?
What?
Which put me back, and I said, for exercising? She said, yeah, it's just so desperate. I didn't know what to say, so I kind of just brushed it off and switched topics. We got to the bar and got drinks. started talking again, and the conversation was good. Eventually, it came to a lull again, and she said once more, "So what's next?"
Oh my God.
I said, "Honestly, I don't know. I've made suggestions that you didn't like, and music sounds nice, but it's not really an option." And she seemed upset at my response, so she stopped talking altogether and stopped looking at me as well. I paid the tab and we started to leave. The walk back to the car was more awkward, and more than awkward. We got to our cars and said, "All right, bye." And she said nothing. And I got a text about 5 minutes later from her saying, "That was the worst first date I've ever had. I can't always be the one suggesting where to go next and driving the conversation." I felt absolutely dumbfounded that she thought she was doing any of that. Needless to say, there was no second date.
What the? You know what? Like, I wanted to say, like, why do you keep asking him?
Yeah.
So, like, what next? Like, when he gives you so many fucking suggestions and you don't want to take any of them, why the fuck are you asking?
Exactly.
Still? Why? From the fucking start.
And in the end, she thought that she was driving the conversation, and she's like, "I can't make
my
all the
God.
decisions." Like, she's fucking delusional. She's fucking delusional, I swear. Do you know anybody like this in your life?
No.
Okay, thank God, me too. But imagine, oh my God, I don't think I think I would lose my shit,
Although
honestly.
sometimes I do ask, like, my friends, like, what we should eat, and I don't really want to eat that. But it's only, like, my best friends, you know?
You've done this with me.
I said my best friends, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it to, like, strangers or, like, a first date.
Yeah.
You know, like, if it's a first date, I'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever, like, sure.
Yeah, or suggest something.
Yeah, or suggest something
Yeah.
else that I do want to do.
Not, like,
but I'll
just keep
probably just be fine with that, though.
And also, if you suggest something, make it something that you can actually do. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, music at 2 p.m.?
like maybe suggest something that you know of, like, that is happening right now. Like, I don't know.
I don't
Movie
know, but
sounded great
what's
too.
next is like, ugh.
So what's next?
Yeah, like-
What should we do now? Honestly, it sounds annoying. Like an annoying child.
It's-
Like asking,
I-
"Are we there
yes.
yet?" Like,
I was just gonna say that. It sounds exactly like, are we there yet?
yeah. Like, chill out. We'll figure out something to do, but then, like, let's do it together. Also, that comment about the people working out in the
Yeah.
park, so uncalled
That's
for.
a red flag, sorry.
So
Wow.
exactly. So
if I
glad.
were him, I would not. Yeah, he didn't.
Who is this guy?
Oh my God.
Bryman94. Glad you're not with whoever the fuck this girl is.
He dodged a bullet.
You really
He
did.
really did. Wow.
Oh my God. That was horrible.
That's so crazy. Who looks at people working out in the park and goes, "Ah, that's so desperate."
Oh, that is so sad. She probably doesn't do anything ever.
That's so, like, I don't know, it's like insecure. Like, why are you judging people?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like-
Because she's so, like, observant of other.
Are you
like,
too
I don't
cool
know.
to be working out in the park?
I know.
Let people do what they want.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, let people have their fun. Let them fucking connect. So we have this thing, me and Tracy. We call it.
Yeah, airdrop. I know it's an Apple thing, but it's not anymore. It's ours now.
Yeah. We coined it. Just kidding.
It's faster than Bluetooth.
Actually. Anyway, that was such a bad date, to be honest. Like, I would not be able to handle somebody like this. But then he did it very
He
well.
was so nice.
Yeah, he was so nice.
I hope he finds
somebody
someone.
better.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, somebody way better than this.
Yeah.
Damn.
So next story, title is Girlfriend Has Tinder. Hey guys, so me, male 24, and my girlfriend, female 27, are in a relationship since 1 year.
Okay.
Yesterday, I found out from a friend that she has Tinder. She's been posting pictures there, which I took of her and is still active.
Oh my God.
Wow. I confronted her, and first she asked me angry, how do I know and who told me this? After a while, she explained that it would be just Tinder, and she's just using it to get more followers on Instagram, but also likes the fact that many men find her attractive and compliment her. She promised me that she never met anyone there or is talking to someone else. She sent me the chats, but that doesn't prove anything because she could have just deleted some. Afterwards, she said she deleted her account but just paused it. I just don't know what to believe. I feel like it's the right choice to move on and break up with her, so it would be really helpful to get some advice. Rather, I'm overreacting, or is it the right choice to make?
Break up with
The
her.
right choice to make. I don't think you're overreacting. Break up with her.
Dude, break up with her.
Break up with her.
Everybody says, nope, dump her. Stupid excuses. It's never just Tinder.
It's so fucked up too, because it's like she's using the pictures that he took.
I know. I
Like,
was just going to say that. Like,
the disrespect.
she's just using you as a tripod.
Buy a tripod.
Yeah, buy a tripod. They're not that expensive,
tripod.
actually. Like, you can find really cheap ones. But then, like, oh my God, what a fucking bitch.
That's like
Just
not
be-
even like accidentally. You're really like just a bitch.
I know. Just be
Like-
single then. Like, wow.
Some people.
I know. I swear to God, reading these stories just make me realize that,
Does it make you feel less of an asshole?
yes.
It makes me feel less of an asshole.
Definitely. It's like, wow. Other people are really just
Oh, yeah.
fucking, like, okay, I am an asshole, but like,
Same.
and I know it too, but it's like, they just continually want to be
That's
assholes.
a different level of an asshole.
Yeah, like, wow.
Like, I think when you're an asshole, you don't really mean to be an asshole. You're just
Yeah.
kind of an asshole.
Sometimes. But sometimes I do actually mean to be
Okay.
an asshole. But then, yeah, most of the time I don't.
Me too.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I try to think of myself as a nice person because I think
I like to
am.
think of myself as... Oh, sorry.
You squeaked.
I like to think of myself as a nice person.
Yeah.
I
think
believe
you
it.
are.
I actually...
But yeah, some people are just fucking
Terrible.
ruthless, terrible. People like this and people, she is part of like the rude people that I really hate. Like if you're trying to like see other people on Tinder, maybe don't be with somebody.
Yeah, and then don't let him take your photos for you.
Exactly. This person's an asshole. We're not even doing that
Yeah,
segment.
but asshole.
Yeah, super asshole. Anyway, he says, met a girl who was a friend of a friend on a night out and hit it off, so I got her number. Set up a dinner date later that week. Day of, she texts me that her grandpa died.
Oh.
I told her it was okay to reschedule, but she still wanted to go out.
Oh.
Said she was near to the city and just didn't want to be alone. I agreed knowing it'd probably be a little rough, but boy did I underestimate it. She showed up wasted and proceeded to drink another 4 drinks at dinner. The entire conversation revolved around how she was bisexual for some reason. After dinner, we decided to meet up with mutual friends, partly because I wanted to have some extra support since it seemed she was spiraling. At that point, the conversation turned to her aggressively attempting to take me home and sleep with me, which I declined since she was blacked out drunk. Good on you. And I had had maybe 3 drinks. She was offended by that and proceeded to tell me and ask her friends why I was a terrible person
Oh my
and
God.
and then I'd never find love.
What the?
Decided to call it a night at that point and tried to get her a ride home, but she refused. Got one of her friends to walk her home and never spoke again. That's rough.
Not how I thought it would go.
I know, but then like poor girl, like her
Yeah.
grandpa just died.
Clearly going through some stuff.
Yeah, so she made the smartest thing that she could have done was probably
Stay home.
not also because she probably needed the support, but
But not go on a first date, definitely.
yeah, especially with like a mutual friend of a mutual friend.
But especially like a first date.
Yeah,
Like
go
the
out
first
with your, yeah,
date.
see your friends. Don't go on a date.
Yeah.
That's definitely not the thing to do. Yeah, like see your friends for support and hang out with family for support, but not
Yeah.
a first
to
date.
put it on like that person too, though.
Yeah,
like, on
that's
that guy.
why. Maybe she was really like, he was right. She was spiraling, I guess. She was like going through it. Oh my gosh.
That was an eventful night for
Yeah.
her.
If I was her friend, I would have really just been like, okay, I think your date is over. I think maybe like
Yeah.
you can't like keep, it has to end here. You
Yeah.
know, like,
I feel like if I were her friend, I would have like been like, all right, girl, we're going home.
Yeah.
we are not gonna be here anymore. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna put you in bed, get some water for you.
definitely. Like, and she was wasted when she got there too.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
no. This next one, brace yourself. Yourselves. Sorry, you're just not one person. I'm hoping you're not just one person. I'm hoping there are a lot of you.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, this one is under what's your worst date story? So, from Melly MJ72, he had told me prior to the date he was a widower. Once I arrived at the restaurant, he told me he was saving me a parking spot by standing in it. I asked him not to, as I think it's a jerk move, and told him I'd already parked. Who wants to start a date pissing off other people who are trying to park? And yes, he said someone yelled at him while he did it. So he wanted me to make it worthwhile by changing my spot. Dear God.
Already stressful.
Right. As soon as we were seated, he said, well, let me show you some recent vacation pics, and spent like 10 minutes explaining all his vacation pics to me.
That is so odd.
They were all him alone in the wilderness, in different spots, with the same dead-eyed stare. Then I mentioned my divorce, and he made this big production of how I must be so frustrated that he hadn't told me how his wife died.
What?
I said, no, that's fine for now. Then he says, in case you don't believe me, and shoves his phone on my face. He was showing me his wife's death certificate. In case I don't believe what? That it was a suicide. Why would I doubt it? Had there been some questions about his involvement? Why did he have his wife's death certificate at the ready like that? I changed the subject, realizing there's no way I'd go out with him again. But he seems very intense, so I was wary of upsetting him. He held up a plastic trash bag that was stuffed with plates of food. Cake, cobbler, pie. Ew.
What the fuck?
My neighbor brought me some food, so I thought I'd share it with you.
Oh my God.
Ran away. You know that audio? Run. At this point, I know there's no way I dare to eat whatever he brought.
Oh, fuck no.
He doesn't seem stable. It was awkward to be at a restaurant with a massive trash bag of desserts next to me. As I'm trying to wrap up our Olive Garden date, he started planning our next date. He wanted to cook for me at his place. I said, oh, I wouldn't be comfortable going to your house on a second date. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
He says, unprompted, oh, don't worry about it. If I get too excited, I know to be a gentleman and go into the bathroom and handle it myself so we can go on with our evening. What
Ew.
in the...
This guy is such a freak.
So weird. The waitress quickly brought our check over, probably because he hadn't said this quietly.
Oh, yeah, because she's trying to help her get out of it.
I made it to my car, and that was that. Yes, I think he killed his wife.
I also think he killed his wife.
I also think he killed
Like,
his wife.
why were you so ready to show that? And also, we weren't even talking about it.
So weird.
And like,
So defensive.
the parking lot thing was already weird.
That was already weird. That was already fucking weird. That was already showing like a weird side to his personality.
Oh my God, what a fucking psycho.
Yeah, that's a fucking
See,
basket
that's
case,
so
honestly.
scary. Like,
It is.
imagine matching with people like through online dating and they're fucking psychos. Like, you just never know. Like, these people, oh my God. And
Insane.
also the plastic with all the food. I found that part hilarious. Like, who in their right mind? Oh my God. He's
My
like,
neighbor brought me food.
that is, yeah, it's a good thing that she didn't eat anything from that.
Dude, she would have, I don't know, she would have died for sure.
I know. What the hell? Probably laced with something, or I don't know. But this guy is definitely a fucking serial killer. Or
The death certificate is really like...
I don't know about serial killer, but he's
Definitely some kind of killer. He's killed.
He's killed.
He's
for sure.
killed.
His wife. Poor fucking girl.
Crazy. Insane. Insane.
In that situation, though, like, would you call him out, or would you just try to get out of it as fast as you can?
Get out of it as fast as I can. What do you mean?
You
Am I
wouldn't-
trying to be like his second victim? No.
Of course not, but just. I'm so annoyed at him. I want to fight him so bad.
I would too, but
Like,
what if he follows me home?
That's why also. That's why, like, you probably just want to.
I just want to leave.
Yeah. Scary. What if you called the cops on him?
That's even scarier. Then he's gonna hate me.
I don't know. It's just like a scenario that's
that's
playing out
fucking
in my head.
terrifying.
Like, there's so many possibilities. Like,
I would probably leave and then try to get the cops to like look at that.
yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah,
But
that's
not
definitely
have
better.
the cops there.
Yeah,
Because
because
I don't
like,
want him to know it's me, you know?
Yeah, and like, I don't know. There's something that doesn't sit right with me about.
Just letting him go.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
a person like that, he could next victim tomorrow. You just never know. Like, somebody could eat the cobbler from his plastic. Cobbler from his plastic.
She could have been the
I know.
the victim that
Yeah,
night.
but she wrote this Reddit story for all of us to be entertained by and fucking give us
Surprised
pointers.
by
Actually, no, she didn't give us pointers, but just remind us to stay away from all these fucking weirdos. Ugh, there's so many out there. Oh my god, I can't.
so many. Oh God.
I
Okay.
know. Isn't it so crazy that,
There's so many creeps.
yeah,
And you could just meet them whenever.
I know. I feel like, I don't know, like how many people, like I always have this thought, like every time I pass by a person on the street, I'm like, what is your backstory? Like in the back of in my head, of course. And that's like every person. And it's just like a quick thought. It's like, you look kind of weird. I wonder
Oh my
if like
God.
you're like this, like that. It's just that I love to people watch, and
I don't think that,
I love
actually.
to like think of stories about people in the back of my head.
I like doing that in airports.
Oh yeah, airport's so fun. So much fun.
Like, I wonder why that person's like that.
Yeah. People watching is great. It's a great pastime. This is a short one. So in college, we were supposed to have a coffee date. He arrived late. The conversation was torture because he didn't want to talk. He looked so distracted, and I asked him why. He said his buddies were drinking in his dorm and he wanted to go and drink with them. I said, cool, you don't have to stay. He left. The end.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Why did he even...
Why do you even go, right? Like, don't go to the date. Like, tell the person that you don't want to see them.
Yeah, it was worse. Because, like,
Or-
he was, like, not there.
I know. Imagine being like, you're like trying to have a good conversation and he's kind of just like jittery and like
Yeah,
kind of
trying
itching
to
to leave.
leave,
Like, oh, fuck. And you're just like, what? It's like, I want to go drink with my friends.
I'd be so offended. I'd be like, all right,
Right?
just go.
Yeah, just fucking leave then, like, you fucking asshole.
For real. Jeez.
That was so bad. And like, well, I guess college.
So immature, too, but college.
Yeah, that's why. People in college
Yeah.
are pretty.
Immature.
Yeah.
I
I would
was.
say I was. Yeah. Immature. Yeah, super. Like, I would make decisions because I don't fucking know.
I don't even know if I was making decisions.
I wouldn't even
I was
think.
just doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there were no like conversations in my head like, should I do this? Should I not? Like, it was just, let's fucking go. Like, okay. That was probably what he was feeling.
There were
like-
definitely some, but it just went, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like, fuck it. There's no balancing decisions here.
Back when Tinder first came out, I matched with and started talking to a girl who was in my same city in Florida. She and I agreed to meet at a restaurant I had been to a few times before. We had talked about it being her and me, but when she arrived, she was dragging a kid with her, which she had never mentioned she had, let alone bringing him. She sits down and almost immediately gets on her phone to largely ignore me and her kid.
What the fuck?
I tried striking up a conversation, but it was clear she was not here for me at all. So her kid and I started coloring on placemats, drawing cartoon characters and things like that. Food arrives, we all eat, and then she asked if she can order another entree. What the? I had no intention of paying for food at this point, so I said sure. I get up to use the bathroom and go see the waiter about the check. I pay for my food and the kid's meal because he and I were having a pretty good time drawing Minecraft characters.
Cute.
I stuck her with both her entrees and her drink and then bailed and blocked her on everything.
Good on
Top
you.
5 worst date for me.
Yeah, that's another situation where he could have just, or the girl could have just not gone.
He could
on
have
the
left
date.
also.
Also that, but then I guess he was having fun with the kid.
Yeah, he was
He's
nice.
trying to be a nice person. Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So sad, like how these people are just trying to find love, and then these
Right.
assholes are like, here.
Right.
You get there, and you bring your kid. Okay, first of all, it would have been okay, I guess, if you mentioned it prior.
Yeah.
But she didn't even say, like no warning.
He didn't even know she had a kid.
Exactly. And first date. Mm-hmm. Come on. Was she just trying to like?
Get free food for a kid?
Yeah, and like maybe I don't know, like just kill time.
Fucked up.
That's so weird. Mention that you're bringing your kid. Okay, first of all, mention you have a kid, maybe. Or, I don't know, that conversation is for, like, maybe not even the
Yeah.
first. Or it can be for the first date, but then, like, leave the kid at home
Yeah,
first. Don't
never
bring your
bring your
kid.
kid.
Yeah. Like, a first date is between 2 people, not 3 people, right? That's so odd.
Yeah, no. That's
Do you
weird.
think maybe that when they first matched, she was like excited about their date, and then maybe something happened in her life that she was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go, and like I can't even find anybody to watch my kid. I'm just gonna bring him, and like
No, she just seems like an asshole.
yeah,
It seems like she kind of already thought about doing this before she even did it.
Wow, you think she does this?
Yeah,
Like,
it sounds like
she
it.
goes
Yes.
on Tinder and like matches with people, and she's like, "Let me get a free meal ticket."
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely.
Asshole. But
Yeah.
also, is she just starving? And like, is her kid starving? Oh, that makes me sad now.
No, poor kid.
That makes me sad now. Like, what if they're like, what if they? Okay, that's sad.
They need to call child services on this person.
That is so sad.
Because someone needs to take her kid away and put him in a better place.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just
She
judging off
could
of this
be
one story.
An okay person. I really don't know.
But then also, she does seem good, like an asshole because of the whole,
does.
like when she arrived, just got on her phone like right away.
Yeah.
So it's like she really did not want to be there.
She didn't try.
Asshole. Some people, I can't. My brain is
Terrible.
like,
Some people really don't give a shit.
I know. Wow.
Like, wow. Yeah. Wow, exactly.
So selfish of them, and like so. Like,
there really are terrible people.
yeah.
Worse people than us, honestly.
Way worse.
They're worse.
Thank fuck.
And then like a short one to end it all.
Yeah, a short one, a super short one actually. So it goes like this.
And it goes like this.
It literally goes like this though.
Okay.
So, wait, what? So it goes like this. Wait, is that it? She asked after looking up from her phone for the first time all evening and realizing that we had pulled up in front of her apartment. The original plan included coffee, but I had a hunch that I could drive her all the way home before she noticed. That is so unfortunate. Like,
That's sad.
she wasn't paying attention to you the whole time.
She didn't even know
That
he
they
was
were
home.
on the way to her apartment, and she just noticed that, like when he stopped the car, that they were there. Again,
It's so crazy that she even said, "Wait, is that it?"
yeah,
Clearly,
another
not even interested.
Another person that could have just stayed home and not gone on the date. Like, just if you're not interested, then why even bother?
Exactly. Like
Why waste the other person's time? Like, are you
Exactly.
just bored? Like, do you just wanna, like, kill time?
hang out with your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe she doesn't have any.
That's sad.
That is so sad. That's even sadder. Oh, these poor assholes don't have friends.
Maybe that's why they're such assholes.
Yeah,
They don't
Any-
know how to talk to people.
exactly. So they just go on Tinder and like, or any other dating apps, and they just like look for people to bother and waste their time. So sad. This comment said, "This one's funny. Good job, lol."
Yeah, so many bad people.
I
Or so
know.
many like just rude, not like respectful people.
I know, but I like how this guy handled it though. He was just like, "Let me just drive her home
Yeah.
and see if she'll notice." Cause fuck having coffee with somebody who won't even like look up from their phone.
Right.
Like, I hate it when I'm like talking to somebody, or like, I don't know, like if we're just interacting and then like they just go on their phone.
Me too, yeah.
Like, I'm in the middle of talking to you and then you just go like, yeah, that's rude. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just stop talking. Like,
Especially if it's like just you two.
definitely. That's like so rude. Like, am I that boring? Like, also, are you just that rude that you can't?
Although sometimes I feel like I just lose focus, not because I'm uninterested, but just because like I see my phone pop up and I'm just like, oh,
Is it like an ADHD thing?
little
Because I
bit,
think I
yeah.
have that too.
a little bit.
Like,
I think.
yeah, it's just like, but also sometimes I check my phone for the time, even if I already checked my phone
Same.
like 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like a,
Habit.
yeah, it's like a weird habit.
I'll do
that-
the same with my watch.
Yeah?
I'll look at the time on my watch, but I'll also look at my
I
phone.
noticed that you do that. Like, you go like, all the time. Yeah, like, but yeah, people, I guess, like, if you just want to waste people's times, then, but like, don't be rude.
Just
assholes.
don't date.
Yeah.
Don't date people then.
Yeah, like if you can't even fucking look up from your phone, or if you judge people in the park for working out,
That one's
or-
wild. That was crazy.
Or if you just if you're a fucking psychopath, especially that.
Death certificate? Oh,
Fuck
God.
you. Fuck
Weird
that.
as fuck.
Yeah. So I guess that wraps up all of the Reddit stories that we have for today.
Yeah. Wait, is that it? I'm just kidding.
That
Yes,
is
it
it.
is.
It's a good thing you noticed. That is it, actually, for us today. And we'll catch you on the next one.
See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. we need the lights anyway.